Unacademy. Let's crack it.
आज का टॉपिक आज सबको पता ही है कि लाइक व्हाट शुड यू डू इफ यू आर स्टक एट 3 स्टार ऑन कोडशेफ। यहाँ पे मतलब आई वुड नॉट एम्फोसाइज ऑन द फैक्ट कि यू आर स्टक और नॉट। हो सकता है कि अभी रिसेंटली आप 3 स्टार बने हो या 4 स्टार बने हो। मतलब द जनरल आइडिया ऑफ टुडेज सेशन इज कि आई वांट टू गिव द जनरल like a general roadmap to how you can become 5 star or 6 star on CodeChef and similarly Codeforces. So basically how you can do well. ठीक है, तो हम बात करेंगे उस रोड मैप के बारे में एंड मतलब वी विल सी कि क्या जनरल स्किल्स चाहिए, कैसे प्रैक्टिस करनी चाहिए एंड साथ साथ और एक और बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट चीज की मतलब तो आई मतलब मैं यूजुअली ऐसे जनरल डिस्कशन वाले सेशन थोड़े कम लेता हूँ, लेकिन द होल रीजन आई हैव टेकन लाइक आई डिसाइडेड टू टेक टुडेज सेशन वाज कि मतलब आई वांट टू गिव यू गाइस अ जनरल रोड मैप कि आप प्रैक्टिस कैसे करनी चाहिए। ठीक है, एंड yes, so even if you have just started competitive programming या फिर you have been doing it for a while, uh, the idea of today's session is कि अगर आप मतलब I want to tell कि आपको कैसे प्रैक्टिस करनी चाहिए, तो how you should be practicing to improve and improve quickly and like some general tips कि क्या चीजें इंपॉर्टेंट है प्रैक्टिस के टाइम। मतलब खाली 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 कोड शेफ पे जाके कॉन्टेस्ट प्रैक्टिस करना नहीं होता। मतलब कॉन्टेस्ट देने से सब कुछ नहीं होगा। मतलब यू हैव टू बी स्ट्रेटेजिक अबाउट इट कि आपको किन डोमेन्स पे फोकस करना है, क्या एरियाज को इम्प्रूव करना है एंड हाउ यू शुड गो अबाउट ताकि यू कैन रीच दैट 5 स्टार 6 स्टार लेवल दैट यू वांट टू रीच। ठीक है, ओके, तो अब आते हैं आज के मेन टॉपिक पे कि हु इज दिस स्टॉक रेलेवेंट फॉर। तो आज का जो पर्पस है हमारी स्टॉक का, definitely people who have started programming recently or have been doing programming for a while now, uh, तो मतलब यानी कि अगर आप 1 or 2 स्टार हो या you are 3 or 4 स्टार on CodeChef and like you've been like either you recently started and are 3 4 star already या फिर you started a while back and you are kind of stuck on 3 4 star, like you're not able to improve your rating। तो इन कैटेगरी के लिए तो डेफिनेटली this talk should be very useful for people who are slightly more advanced programmers who are already 5 or 6 star। like I will, I mean, there would be a few slides and few places which would still be helpful and relevant to them, uh, because like I will be discussing, for example, the notebook which we took to the World Finals and the different areas or topics that we felt were important. Okay, so this might still be useful and in general, I think like becoming 5 6 star like is not very hard. So it could happen that you became 5 star but you still don't uh, like know most of the topics because you are good in a few certain topics। So if you want to get a general overview कि किन किन areas पे focus करना चाहिए to go beyond that, like this talk still might be helpful for you। ठीक है, ठीक है, तो बात करते हैं कि 6 स्टार या 7 स्टार प्रोग्रामर बनने के लिए किस टाइप के स्किल्स चाहिए होते हैं। ठीक है, या इन जनरल बेसिकली लाइक what skills do a good competitive programmer has या needs। ठीक है, and mostly like and of course like these are like this is a broad generalization। हो सकता है कि आप अपने दोस्तों को जानते हो जिनके पास इनमें से 2 स्किल्स से 3 स्किल्स नहीं है and still they are 6 स्टार या 7 स्टार। तो like outliers can exist but in general I would say कि based on my experience I think कि these are the 4 skills that any competitive programmer should have in order to reach a good level of rating, for example 6 स्टार या 7 स्टार। ठीक है, एंड मतलब ये सुनने में बहुत ऑब्वियस लगेंगी कि हाँ ये तो बहुत ऑब्वियस ही चीजें हैं, बट लाइक वी विल डाइव इनटू ईच वन ऑफ देम एंड सी कि यार मतलब क्यों ये इंपॉर्टेंट है और कैसे इम्प्रूव किया जाए इन स्किल्स के ऊपर एंड या व्हाट टू डू इफ यू आर स्टक बेसिकली आल्सो। ठीक है, तो फर्स्ट एंड फॉरमोस्ट like solid programming and implementation skills। So this is something which I think is the easiest to master comparatively। ठीक है, and like this is also very important because मतलब मैंने बहुत बहुत ही ज्यादा ट्रिवियल एग्जांपल लिया है कि you probably can't code a graph problem if you don't know what an array is। ठीक है, but obviously it goes beyond this। तो यहाँ पे बात ये नहीं हो रही कि आपको आपको एरेज के बारे में पता होना चाहिए, बट बात ये हो रही है कि गिवन अ प्रॉब्लम एंड अ रफ सोल्यूशन दैट यू हैव इन योर माइंड, तुम अगर उस सवाल को क्विकली इम्प्लीमेंट और कोड करके एक्सेप्ट नहीं करवा पा रहे हो, तो दैट इज द पार्ट वेयर यू विल लैक आउट ऑन थिंग्स। बहुत बार ऐसा होता है कि यार हमारे दिमाग में सोल्यूशन आ जाता है, मतलब हम लाइक हम सवाल पढ़ते हैं, लाइक वी नो व्हाट शुड वी बी डूइंग, बट व्हेन वी गो एंड ट्राई टू इम्प्लीमेंट इट, वी आइदर डू अ लॉट ऑफ मिस्टेक्स, बग्स, या फिर लाइक मतलब वी राइट ऐसे स्लो कोड या कॉम्प्लेक्स कोड। तो दीज आर द काइंड ऑफ थिंग्स which will get fixed if you focus on like solid programming or implementation skills, ठीक है। and this is why it is very important कि मतलब ये like this is a contest, तो like this is not a mental math challenge जहाँ पे तुमने सिर्फ दिमाग में solution सोच लिया and किसी को बता दिया तो हो गया। Even if you have a solution, you need the skills to be able to implement it correctly and get it accepted, ठीक है। तो again this is very important. Next, of course, we have solid algorithmic knowledge. Like this is like obviously very important. The example I've taken is ki you probably can't come up with a solution to the shortest path problem if you don't know what a graph is. तो जितने ज़्यादा तुम्हें जितना ज़्यादा तुम्हें एक्सपोजर है, मतलब जितने जितने अच्छे से तुम्हें फंडामेंटल्स आते हैं, लाइक फंडामेंटल एल्गोरिथम्स आते हैं, जितने डिफरेंट टाइप ऑफ एल्गोरिथम्स एंड ट्रिक्स तुम्हें आती हैं, दीज थिंग्स कैन ओनली हेल्प। आई एम नॉट सेइंग दैट इट इज इनफ, मतलब बहुत लोग ऐसे भी होते हैं जो सारे एल्गोरिथम्स एक बार पढ़ लेते हैं बट प्रैक्टिस की नहीं, तो लाइक when a new problem comes, like they are not able to solve that. So like this is not enough, like just knowing the algorithms is not enough, like knowing them properly and having done enough practice to make sure that you actually understand those technical details, like that is the important part. लेकिन a like a broad algorithmic knowledge, यहाँ पे बहुत बार लोग ऐसी गलती भी करते हैं कि दे थिंक कि यार चलो मतलब डेटा स्ट्रक्चर्स मुझे पसंद है, मैं सिर्फ वो पढ़ता हूँ, मैथ्स मुझे पसंद नहीं है तो मैं मैथ्स नहीं पढ़ूंगा। तो इफ यू लीव अ फ्यू टॉपिक्स, देन इट लाइक इट विल बी वेरी हार्ड टू बिकम टॉप रेटेड, क्योंकि कॉन्टेस्ट में सवाल हर टॉपिक का आएगा, लाइक दैट इज द फैक्ट, ठीक है। एंड इफ यू डोंट नो टॉपिक्स और इफ यू हैवंट स्पेंड टाइम ऑन सम टॉपिक्स, तो इट विल बी एन ऑब्वियस डिसएडवांटेज टू यू, ठीक है। तो यू हैव टू कवर ऑल टॉपिक्स, सिंपल एज दैट। मतलब लीविंग अ टॉपिक इज नॉट एन ऑप्शन, मतलब चीजें हैं तो चीजें पढ़नी है एंड कवर करनी है। हाँ, ये हो सकता है कि यार तुम्हें ग्राफ्स में ज्यादा इंटरेस्ट है और सपोज मैथ्स में कम इंटरेस्ट है, तो यू आर एन एक्सपर्ट ऑन ग्राफ्स बट यू हैव अ वर्किंग नॉलेज ऑफ मैथ्स, लेकिन मैथ्स की वर्किंग नॉलेज तो होनी चाहिए, ठीक है। So yeah, like solid algorithmic knowledge across all subdomains is very important. So what is the best way? A question है कि what is the best way to boost implementation skills and speed? I can implement but not quickly. We will come to that. अभी like after this slide, I will go on each of these topics independently and I will discuss in more detail कि क्या करना चाहिए to improve on these topics. ठीक है। तो third thing which people often uh, don't give enough importance to is solid exam skills. So somebody is asking if I am disconnected. Like are people able to hear me fine? Network issue तो नहीं है? Cool. Okay. Okay. No, another question is that I can't understand which algorithm to be used when solving a problem. Yeah, we will talk a bit more on this when we come to the algorithmic knowledge like section. करेंगे अभी discuss. ठीक है. So yeah, so the next thing is the solid exam skills. तो ये चीज लोग बहुत ज्यादा अंडर एस्टिमेट करते हैं। पीपल थिंक दैट लेट्स कीप प्रैक्टिसिंग बाय सॉल्विंग प्रॉब्लम्स इन प्रैक्टिस या बाय रीडिंग मोर एल्गोरिथम्स, ऑल दैट इज फाइन एंड नेसेसरी, लेकिन बहुत 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 ही सिंपल सी बात है कि अगर तुम्हें कॉन्टेस्ट में अच्छा करना है तो तुम्हें कॉन्टेस्ट देना आना चाहिए, ठीक है। मतलब if you panic during a contest, या if you don't know how to manage your time, if you don't know how which problems to select and solve, so these are the kind of things which like people miss out on, especially for ICPC. मतलब normal practice तो individual लोग करते हैं बहुत ज्यादा, मतलब generally because people start giving contests तो rating ऐसे बढ़ती है, तो लोग नॉर्मल कॉन्टेस्ट से भी दे देते हैं, लेकिन आईसीपीसी के अंदर आई हैव सीन दिस मल्टीपल टाइम्स कि while preparing for ICPC people think कि यार चलो नॉर्मल प्रैक्टिस चल रही है, हो जाएगा, एंड देन व्हेन दे रीच आईसीपीसी लाइक स्पेशली रीजनल्स, तो ऑल ऑफ अ सडन पूरा सेटअप ही चेंज हो जाता है कि यार यू आर गिवन 10 प्रॉब्लम्स। अब ऐसे कोई डिफिकल्टी लेवल नहीं है कि प्रॉब्लम ए प्रॉब्लम मतलब ए बी सी डी ई का कोई डिफिकल्टी लेवल नहीं है बाय डिफॉल्ट, तो यू डोंट नो व्हिच वन टू सॉल्व फर्स्ट। तो like like kind of course like there are three people instead of a single person, but desktop अभी भी एक ही है। तो it is very important to train yourself for the exam for the contest which you are preparing for। तो अगर normal contest की बात कर रहे हो, अगर रेटिंग इंप्रूव करनी है, मेक श्योर यू आर गिविंग वर्चुअल कॉन्टेस्ट। अगर आईसीपीसी की बात कर रहे हो, मेक श्योर यू गिव आईसीपीसी स्टाइल कॉन्टेस्ट। ठीक है, तो आएंगे इस चीज पे और डिटेल पे, लेकिन like this skill is something which a lot of people start ignoring, especially like like while they are doing their own practice and learning more things, लोग कॉन्टेस्ट देने वाली स्किल को इग्नोर कर देते हैं। तो दिस इज ऑल्सो एन इक्वली इंपॉर्टेंट स्किल। और सबसे लास्ट में आई हैव केप्ट प्रॉब्लम सॉल्विंग एबिलिटी। ठीक है, ये एक थोड़ा जनरल एड हो गया कि यार if you and me know all the same topics, we have done all the same practice, even then given a new problem, हो सकता है कि you are able to do it but I am not able to do it। ठीक है, तो उस केस में I will think कि यार शायद मेरी प्रॉब्लम सॉल्विंग एबिलिटी is itself lesser than yours। ठीक है, तो आई वुड से कि ना यार ये दिस इज द लीस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट स्किल नीडेड एटलीस्ट टिल 5 स्टार या 6 स्टार का लेवल। ठीक है, ये स्किल शायद ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट होगी टू मे बी से लाइक गेट अ टॉप रैंक इन द वर्ल्ड फाइनल्स या बिकम लाइक टॉप 10 और टॉप 20 इन द वर्ल्ड टाइप्स। लेकिन जनरली 5-6 स्टार लेवल पहुंचने के लिए दिस इज नॉट समथिंग विच विल बिकम अ बॉटलनेक। ठीक है, तो डोंट फोकस ऑन दिस टू मच अभी से। डोंट स्टार्ट थिंकिंग कि यार आई एम नॉट एबल टू डू अ प्रॉब्लम, या मुझसे सवाल सॉल्व होगा ही नहीं, या होते ही नहीं है, मतलब आई एम नॉट स्मार्ट इनफ। इस टाइप की चीजें मत करो, क्योंकि मतलब ट्रस्ट मी, द फर्स्ट 3 स्किल्स आर समथिंग कि इफ यू प्रैक्टिस देम यू शुड इजीली बी एबल टू बिकम 5 स्टार 6 स्टार। ठीक, तो हैव फेथ and don't focus too much on the like on this more abstract, like this more abstract skill। Like as you start improving your implementation skills, as you start doing more problems across different categories and you know more algorithms and more tricks, like as you start improving your contest giving skills, I'm sure your problem solving ability would also improve drastically। ठीक है, तो don't focus on this too much। ठीक है, तो ये एक जनरल कैटेगरीज है। नाउ वी स्टार्ट डाइविंग इनटू ईच ऑफ दीस कैटेगरीज। कोई जनरल क्वेश्चन है अभी तक तो बता दो। लाइक देयर इज वन क्वेश्चन की व्हाट इज द ड्यूरेशन ऑफ द सेशन। द ड्यूरेशन ऑफ द सेशन वाज लाइक 1.5 hours, तो इट्स ऑलरेडी बीन 25 minutes, so like the session will go on for another 1 hour। ठीक है, any other questions या आगे बढ़े? ठीक है, तो आगे बढ़ते हैं। तो द फर्स्ट वन इज की improving how to handle frustration। Yes, that is a good question। I would say that the most important thing is have faith। ठीक है, have faith कि it will happen and you can do it। So like I remember that like in my first year, like I did a lot of practice। ठीक है, तो I did a lot of practice in my first year, बहुत प्रैक्टिस की थी मैंने। Towards the end of my first year, like by the time I ended my first year, I wrote my first blog on bridge tree of a graph। Like the blog became very famous in the Indian community, and like it was seen as a good step। And उस time पे my rating on Codeforces was I was I think green, कुछ 1400 या something थी मेरी rating। तो despite a lot of practice, मैं contest में अच्छा perform नहीं कर पा रहा था। And I knew a lot of topics, I knew a lot of theory। मैंने इंडिविजुअल प्रैक्टिस की थी, बट आई वाज जस्ट नॉट एबल टू परफॉर्म वेल इन द कॉन्टेस्ट। ठीक है, यू कैन गो ऑन कोर्सेज एंड चेक माय रेटिंग ग्राफ आल्सो। तो मतलब आई वाज ग्रीन एंड मैं like after 1 year of practice, when I went home for summer vacations from my college, like I saw that my rating is green and like my rating is not good। तो I was kind of frustrated कि यार क्या चल रहा है। लेकिन मतलब you will know when you are improving। ठीक है, you will know कि कब वो पॉइंट आ रहा है जहाँ पे तुम्हें सवाल सॉल्व कर पा रहे हो, या यू नो थिंग्स, या फिर मतलब rating cannot improve because of a lot of reasons. For example, like not being able to do well in contests. Like this does not mean that you are not improving your skills across all these four subdomains. तो हो सकता है कि तुम्हारी implementation अच्छी हो गई है, algorithm से तुम काम कर रहे हो, but contest में perform नहीं कर पा रहे. तो in such cases, uh, have faith and keep practicing. For example, like for my case, like after that point, like which I'm talking about, जब मैं green था, तो I think within the next 3 or 4 contests, I came up to 1900, and I became a candidate master. तो जो improvement होगी, that can be exponential. Like once you start focusing on these 4 categories, like as you improve, it can happen that तुम 3 star से 6 star पहुंच जाओगे शायद 1 या 2 महीने के अंदर, जबकि तुम्हें 3 स्टार पे ही हो सकता है कि 3 साल हो गए हो या 2 साल हो गए हो. तो दैट इंप्रूवमेंट कैन हैपन एक्सपोनेंशियली. तो डोंट जज योरसेल्फ ओनली बाय योर रेटिंग. ठीक है, द रेटिंग इज अ गुड इंडिकेटर, बट देयर आर लॉट मोर बेटर इंडिकेटर्स, स्पेशली इफ यू आर जजिंग योरसेल्फ. तो हैव फेथ and keep working, I would say, to avoid frustration. Does typing speed matters in contest? No, it does not. What matters in contest is thinking speed. मतलब unless you are talking about कि तुम्हें वर्ल्ड फाइनल्स में सेकंड की जगह फर्स्ट आना है, typing speed will not ever become a bottleneck. So don't waste. मतलब you should have a decent typing speed. मतलब तुम अगर बहुत ज्यादा स्लो हो, सपोज 5 words per minute या 10 words per minute हो अगर तुम, तो then maybe you can try to work on it a bit. लेकिन don't waste your time only doing like typing practice, for example. Okay. Tips for beginners, yes. Like everything that I say in this session will be some tips for beginners, so please listen to it carefully. Sometimes it happens that I'm able to solve medium level and hard level, but I'm unable to solve easy level. This is very demotivating. How to deal with this kind of frustration? Again, it happens like this. This happened with us in regionals. So second year के regionals के अंदर we were able to solve 2 of the hardest problems, but we were not able to solve like 1/4 most solved problem, which was a brute force problem. And because of that, we could not qualify for world finals. Like this is in my second year. Uh, like my team came fourth in Kolkata regionals, and the only reason that we came fourth was because we were not able to solve a problem which was a brute force fourth most solved problem, whereas we were able to solve 2 of the hardest problems. Okay, so this happens all the time. You are not alone. Just try to see कि why you missed that problem. Focus on the problem and don't start judging yourself कि यार मुझसे तो होता ही नहीं है, या मैं कर ही नहीं पाऊंगा, या मतलब मैं क्या कर रहा हूँ, like why am I not able to improve. Don't get all those negative feelings. ठीक है, it happens all the time. It has happened with me. It would have happened with almost everybody. It happens. ठीक है. It takes a lot of time to absolve. Yes. So like how to do absolving, like I mean, we will have another session on upsolving specifically tomorrow, like where we will be discussing the upsolving strategies in more detail. But how to improve practice, like I will touch on it today. ठीक है. ठीक है. तो like let's continue with the implementation skills का section, and then I will address the rest of the questions as we proceed. Like some of it will get answered itself also. So first and foremost is like get a good grasp on a language. This is obvious. Like you should know your language. मतलब if you don't know कि मतलब एक वेक्टर के अंदर इंसर्ट करने की कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी क्या है, तो the chances are that you will often do mistakes which can lead to TLE if you are not, like if you don't know कि like uh, like if you don't know how pointers work and you are using pointers, chances are that you will end up doing mistakes where you will get segmentation faults and you won't be able to debug them. So like know your language, and it really helps. Okay, so for C++ specifically, learn the fundamentals, know the libraries, know कि HTML में क्या क्या functions हैं, how to use them. And like काफी बार in CP I've seen this specifically, that a lot of times people only focus on कि यार क्या चीजें मुझे चाहिए. तो मतलब vector set, like these basic things, if people know, I mean they just stop learning more about the language, and like that is not a good strategy. ठीक है, फॉर एग्जाम्पल अगर तुम C++ की बात कर रहे हो, मतलब you should know what move semantics are, you should know कि अगर तुमने एक फंक्शन कॉल किया और उससे एक सेट को रिटर्न किया तो कहाँ कॉपी बन रही है, कहाँ कॉपी नहीं बन रही. Like these are the kind of things which you should know. So basically stay curious to learn what's happening under the hood. ठीक है. A lot of times like you can see some obvious errors, या फिर you can greatly simplify your implementation if you know the language well. And for an example of this specific case, I would say कि इस सेशन के जस्ट बाद मेरा एक और सेशन है about advanced DS. So like a sneak peek into advanced DS, like that session is also targeted towards beginner to intermediate level people. I am not expecting any prerequisites whatsoever, so come and attend that session. And in that session you will see an example of how you can greatly simplify your implementation if you know what is happening under the hood in your language. Okay, I would strongly recommend everybody to come and attend that session. I'm sure you will have a few things to learn. Okay, so some questions are ki I am now coding in C. I didn't feel any need for C plus yet. Like, should I start learning it now, or maybe on the go when I feel the need I should learn. So if you are on C, you can shift to C plus plus today, because C plus plus supports everything that C supports. So don't wait to start learning C plus plus. Start using C plus plus now, and I'm sure ki as you need more things which are not available in C directly, C plus plus will become very handy. So like don't wait to switch to C plus plus. Switch to C plus plus today, I would say, and like make sure that you are learning it from the right source. Basically, is it okay to code in Python 3 for CP? So most people use C plus plus for CP because it is like C plus is faster. Like Python is slightly so slow. There are a few people who use Python, though like as you start improving and going to uh, like more aggressive competitions, I think C++ folks usually have an edge. And also like most good implementations of algorithms you find online will be in C++. मतलब community बहुत ज़्यादा जो बनी हुई है वो C++ के around है, so knowing C++ would help. But if you are just starting, you are not like competing at say uh, like very important competitions. I think it is fine to start with Python and focus more on algorithmic learning, and then at the point when you feel the need to switch to C++, you can switch. Okay. But even if you're starting with Python, make sure that you understand Python's details. You understand कि मतलब list में insert करने की complexity क्या है, dictionary में insert करने की complexity क्या है. Like that is something which is constant across all languages. You should know your language. Okay. Use a particular book or use multiple source for learning a language. I don't think using a book is the right strategy to learn a language. I think learn the language by implementing things. तो code लिखो और code करो. Like I will come to how you can improve. So for example, one of the strategies of improving your language skills as well is कि जो सवाल तुमने attempt किए, go and look at other people's implemented solutions of the same problem. ठीक है, like this is one way. So like if you are seeing the solution of a highly rated programmer, chances are that it will have like it would have used good uh, like it would have used good features of the language itself. And then by looking at that code, you can go and read up on the relevant concepts that you are missing out on to be able to understand and then eventually write that kind of code. Okay. So for example, uh, I will show you some codes in my lectures. Like some people find those codes good. If you are curious, you should come and attend the next session that we have today. I will show you some code and I will also go into the discussion of that code. And you like I'm confident that many of you would have something new to learn from how I've implemented that simple like how simply I was able to implement it just because I know the language. Okay. What else? So I'm a user of Java right now, and all my knowledge is from 2 years of ICSE. I'm in 10th and an absolute beginner of CP. What should I do? How should I begin my journey? So it is good that you are starting early, and I would say कि पहले start solving some basic problems in Java itself. मतलब don't make Java language as a blocker to improve your uh, like algorithmic skills and programming skills in general. Java से C++ पे switch करने में दिक्कत नहीं होगी. बाद में you can easily switch. But like right now, focus on like solving the basic problems, getting some rating, like improve, like learning the basic algorithmic concepts, and then at the point you feel that Java is becoming a bottleneck, you should switch to C++. And suppose your knowledge is limited to only textbook knowledge, जो तुमने सिर्फ exam pass करने के लिए पढ़ा है, and you have not written any code whatsoever in the past, then I would say just start with C++, because knowing Java is not giving you any particular advantage. ठीक है. Okay. So yeah, let's move forward, and then I will address rest of the questions as they come. So like summary here: know your language and stay curious. Second, I would say is that familiarize yourself with debugging tools. So debugging tools are very useful if especially if you are stuck on a problem. Yeah, you are not able to find the error in a code. There are a lot of nice things that these tools can help you with. If you haven't already heard about these things, Valgrind and GDB are two important tools which are useful. तो मतलब these tools, ये जो ये tools हैं basically यार, ये can be used to answer so for example like to find out कि तुम्हारे कोड में कहाँ मेमोरी लीक हो रहा है, या if you are having a segmentation fault, तो where like because of what statement या where in the code is that segmentation fault happening. ठीक है, तो इस टाइप की things which are hard to catch, like out of bounds memory access किया. Suppose your array is of size 10 and you are accessing a of 11. So in C++, like there is no bound checking, so you can do that. लेकिन like that will likely give you a segmentation fault, या फिर like some other error basically. So these kind of things are easier to find with Valgrind and GDB. So you can use these tools initially. It is good to know how to use these tools. लेकिन eventually I would say कि यार just practice enough so that you can spot the obvious bugs in the code. ठीक है, तो मतलब अगर segmentation fault आ रहा है तो you should know कि चलो quickly let's check the size of my array कि I'm not doing any out of bounds access. Let's check the recursion stack कि whether my recursion is not going too deep. ठीक है, so these obvious places where people do mistakes and because of which like bugs or errors happen, eventually practice के साथ you should be able to come to a point जहाँ पे you can spot these errors yourself. But to start with, like familiarize yourself with these tools, it will be helpful. ठीक है. So yeah, any questions on this? ठीक है, तो third I would say इसकी focus on तो अभी तक जो हमने 2 पॉइंट डिस्कस किए, these were just like things जो तुम्हें mechanically चाहिए to know the language and to be able to debug your code. तो knowing the language का मतलब is of course to know कि मतलब वेक्टर क्या है, सेट क्या है, या STL में क्या चीजें हैं, and how your language works. But more important than that is this point कि you should be able to design a complex algorithm and code quickly, and you should be able to implement a like a complex algorithm quickly. ठीक है, तो यहाँ पे like this skill will come mainly by writing complex code. ठीक है, nothing else can help you here. मतलब you cannot read any book and understand this. You cannot मतलब watching videos can help, लेकिन the key here is कि यार you need to go back and write code. ठीक है, and you need to write code in a way that it is well structured and well designed. जितनी complex चीजें तुमने implement करी भी होंगी, मतलब अगर तुमने कोई complex and like by complex I mean कि things which require thinking. मतलब एक contest में सवाल solve करते टाइम 2 टाइप की thinking होती है. First thinking is कि यार solution क्या है, मतलब like what is the algorithmic problem asking us, उसका algorithmic solution क्या है. But once you have that solution, the other thinking that goes is कि how do you implement it quickly and correctly. ठीक है, यहाँ पे you will see many problems जहाँ पे तुम्हारा code is say 200 lines and maybe another person was able to implement the same code in 50 lines, and that 50 lines code would likely be easier to follow, easier to debug, faster to code. So these are the kind of things. यहाँ पे typing speed से कुछ नहीं होगा, मतलब it is more about thinking speed कि you should be able to structure your solution in such a way that it is concise and like it is well structured and उसका डिजाइन पार्ट इज वेरी गुड बेसिकली. ठीक है, तो यहाँ भी आई वुड से कि like I will try to give a sneak peek of this also in my next session by writing some actual code. But like one of the great ways of improving here is कि hard मतलब try to attempt problems with complex implementation and get them accepted, and then go and look at other accepted codes to see ki how you could have done things better. ठीक है, and like some categories of problems jahan pe usually like there are some complex implementation techniques is like data structures, of course, like many graph algorithms and some brute force implementation also. You will see ki काफी बार ऐसे div2a div2b सवालों में भी there is not much logic but only some good implementation, and it could happen ki contest mein you are spending like 40 minutes on that implementation whereas some other person was able to do in like 5 minutes or 10 minutes. ठीक है, तो वहां पे वो 40 मिनट्स से 10 मिनट्स का जो जो गैप है वो गैप तभी फिल हो पाएगा जब यू नो व्हाट टू डू, लेकिन हाउ टू डू इट पे भी यू शुड बी एबल टू थिंक, स्ट्रक्चर इट वेल एंड देन इम्प्लीमेंट इट एफिशिएंटली. ठीक है, तो दिस इज आल्सो एन इंपॉर्टेंट पार्ट. ठीक है, एनी क्वेश्चंस यहाँ पे आगे बढ़े. ठीक है, तो एंड लास्ट ऑफ कोर्स like read other people's code to learn new techniques. ठीक है, my CodeChef username is Tanuj_Khattar. So my first name _ my last name. So yeah, like I can't say this enough. Like this is very important. I myself have learned a lot of things by just reading other people's code. This is very important. But also like make sure कि मतलब I have seen this on experience कि a lot of very good programmers don't write a lot of like don't write very readable code. So I mean don't just open the first link and be done with it. Try to look at least 4 or 5 different accepted codes of top programmers and then see whether you can find something useful that you should learn about the language, about the implementation skills, about the design. ठीक है, very important. So to summarize, like we discussed these 4 things: know your language, know your debugging tools, and focus on improving your design and implementation skills. You should be able to design a good algorithm. You should be able to think about the flow and the code design of the algorithm before actually starting to code it. ठीक है, पहले give it a couple of minutes to think in your head कि तुम how will you structure your program and then start coding and implementing things actually. ठीक है, and then once you have implemented and gotten a problem accepted, go and read other people's code to learn new techniques. Okay, so we have covered the first one, कि how to improve your programming skills. Like next we will discuss how to improve your algorithmic knowledge. So there's a question: keep practicing problems with specific implementations like knapsack, like Eigenflow, DP, etc. Shall we practice for different variations of questions for a particular topic? Yes and no. So you should practice on a specific, like on a particular topic. It is good, but don't search what question to do by searching for the exact solution. मतलब यहाँ पे suppose if I go and search for Eigenflow DP questions, मतलब I know most of the fundamental idea. ठीक है, लेकिन if I go and search for DP questions only, then there's a lot of things that I don't know. ठीक है, तो searching for graph algorithms is good. Searching for specifically searching for Dijkstra's algorithm, maybe not so good. ठीक है, क्योंकि यहाँ पे just having a lot of knowledge is not enough. Like being able to derive, like use that knowledge to come up with a solution is also an important part. So your knowledge is like a database. You have a lot of entries there. लेकिन given a problem, उस database में से कौन सी चीज उठा के इस पे apply करनी है, ये skill is also something you need to work on. ठीक है, तो if you already know कि यार सवाल में मतलब again for DP लगने वाला है, तो you already know 90% of the solution. 10% of the solution only you need to think. Whereas if you search for DP problems and then look at the solution, so you'll have a lot more things to learn, and you'll be able to see कि तुम कितना relate कर पा रहे हो based on your prior knowledge. ठीक है. Okay, so to improve your algorithmic knowledge, again, like very fundamental thing कि learn the fundamental algorithms. ठीक है, like I can't say this enough. You need to know all the basics. ठीक है, you need to know like basic categories of DP, like you need to know all the basic graph algorithms. यहाँ पे by basic I mean कि मतलब intermediate level algorithms तुम्हें सारे आने चाहिए. Graph algorithms की बात कर रहे हैं तो तुम्हें मतलब shortest path, ऐसे a strong command on BFS, DFS, like shortest path algorithms, minimum spanning trees. मतलब these are things जो basic category में आएगा आज की डेट में, कि जहाँ पे मतलब if you have heard about an algorithm multiple times, chances are that you should already know that algorithm. ठीक है, तो if you have मतलब अगर तुमने कोई बहुत एडवांस ट्रिक है जो तुमने सिर्फ दो तीन क्वेश्चनों में कभी देखी है, तो it is probably okay to not know it, but try to learn as much as possible. ठीक है, मतलब like this is the key. You need to know different types of questions, different types of theory which can be applied to problems. तो ये एक बेसिक, बहुत ही बेसिक चीज है. एंड मतलब यहाँ पे like I don't want to say this only because like I am teaching at an academy या कुछ, लेकिन make sure you find good sources to learn these topics. ठीक है, I can't stress this enough also, especially like I think it was easier like 5 or 6 years back to some extent, क्योंकि there was not a lot of content. आज की डेट में there is a lot of content. ठीक है, everybody is making YouTube videos, everybody is creating content. So make sure you are also able to filter out good content from bad content. ठीक है, like this will help you save a lot of hours. And I strongly believe कि जब fundamental सीख रहे हो, अगर उस टाइम पे ढंग से सीख लिया तो फिर आगे it gets a lot easier. How I learned, like I was able to learn because my third like मेरे कॉलेज में I had seniors who were doing competitive programming. So like my third year, fourth year seniors had been to world finals. So like they were my TAs for my data structures course, and I learned from them. So they had a working knowledge of these things. Like people who have participated themselves, people who have been to world finals themselves, yeah, like people who have been there themselves have a working knowledge of these things. ठीक है, people who just come and try to explain things, yeah, मतलब like there can be very good folks and teachers who have not themselves done a lot of competition, but like they would have done something else. मतलब किसी ने PhD की हुई है, किसी ने मतलब किसी ने like make sure that the person who you are learning from has spent enough time on the theory, on the practical things that they are explaining, because only then would they know the details. ठीक है, and only then they would know कि यार क्या चीजें इंपॉर्टेंट है जो कवर करनी है, क्या चीजें ऐसी हैं जो इतनी इंपॉर्टेंट नहीं है कवर नहीं करनी. ठीक है, तो I will again try to give you an example of this in my next session. The next session is on a sneak peek into advanced data structures. I've tried to make it interesting for everybody ताकि बहुत ज्यादा prerequisites ना हो, and yeah, like find good sources. And like apart from just an academy, like there are many other good sources. Like for example, like follow the Codeforces blogs, or especially a lot of highly rated programmers have written a lot of blogs. I myself have written blogs on topics which I found interesting. For example, like centroid decomposition, yeah, bridge tree, yeah, treeps. Like I have written a lot of blogs on advanced topics, and I have learned a lot of topics by reading other people's blogs. Okay, so there's a very good open source community. But like whenever you are reading a blog, whenever you are watching a video, first look at who is the author. First look at कि यार जिस बंदे ने लिखा है is like look at their credentials and then try to judge कि whether I should spend my time on this or not, because your time is very important. Like that is the most important thing you have. So spend it wisely. ठीक है. I mean, you can find the blogs on Codeforces. Like Codeforces पे generally like people people write new blogs in the recent section, and like there are a lot of good archive blogs also. So whenever you search for a topic on Google, like one strategy which I use is ki suppose I want to search for say like centroid decomposition. So my first attempt would be centroid decomposition code forces. मतलब I will search like this. तो इससे क्या होगा कि like I will get all the code forces blogs on top of my results, and then I can start filtering out कि यार कहाँ पे ऐसे हैं जो suppose किसी ऐसे बंदे ने लिखा है जिस पे बहुत comments हैं, या because there's a good discussion also, so you can see the quality of the content by looking at the discussions कि किस बंदे ने comment किया हुआ है, like I mean the author is a Reddit programmer or not, like the people who have commented have top Reddit programmers commented on the blog or not. So these are the good signals which you can find very quickly to judge ki whether you should be spending your time on that blog or not. Okay, so you can use this strategy if it helps. And of course, like Unacademy pe we are ensuring that that like we are doing this hard work for you at Unacademy to ensure कि जो बंदे यहाँ पढ़ा रहे हैं they know like they know what they're talking about. So yeah, Unacademy would also be a good resource. And like I've said, this enough breadth of all topics is necessary. Like you don't need to be an expert on all topics. It would be good if you can become an expert on all topics, but uh, like it will be significantly harder. But you should definitely try to become expert in a few topics. So find something that you find interesting. For example, for me, like data structures and graph algorithms were always my favorite topics. So I have spent a lot more time on this than say math topics. So this is my personal level. And you should also try to find things that you are more interested in, and make sure that you become expert on them. Okay. Next, of course, is solve enough problems to feel comfortable with topics. Okay. I cannot stress this enough कि watching videos is not enough. Okay. Watching videos is okay, it is important. मतलब as ironical as it might sound, right now I'm like we are like on a video where I'm telling you things, and on a video I'm telling you that watching videos is not enough. Okay, so this is important. Learn a topic, like watch a few videos to understand the basics, then go and implement things. Okay, go and get the problems accepted. अपने आप improve नहीं होगे. You need to go and get problems accepted. You need to write the code yourself. Code पढ़ना is not enough. Code लिखना पड़ेगा. ठीक है. तो put in that effort. Be truthful to yourself. मतलब don't lie to yourself कि यार आज तो मैंने 2 घंटे का वीडियो देख लिया, चलो बहुत प्रैक्टिस हो गई आज. ठीक है, अच्छी बात है, वीडियो देखा, कुछ सीखा होपफुली वीडियो देख के. नाउ गो एंड इम्प्लीमेंट थिंग्स. ठीक है. एंड दिस इज अनदर रीजन व्हाई आई वुड से कि यूट्यूब कैन बी वेरी ट्रिकी, क्योंकि a lot of times we go to YouTube to watch a video on a particular topic. वो वीडियो खत्म होता है, उसके बाद 10 वीडियो और सेशन में आते हैं. We keep on doing a DFS. ठीक है. तो like quickly we see कि यार 3 घंटे हो गए और हम सब वीडियो देख रहे हैं, एंड वी फील कि हमने बहुत सीख लिया. ठीक है, बट वो फील तक ही रहती हैं चीजें. यू नीड टू गो एंड इम्प्लीमेंट थिंग्स. आई कांट से दिस इनफ. ठीक है. And this is also something where Unacademy tries to help you, like in all the plus courses, like we make sure that we find good problems for every course and upload them so that people can practice the problems relevant to a course. And yeah, we try to find the good problems for you. Okay? So this is also something which we strongly believe is important, and therefore we do it like for the plus courses as well. Yes. No. So Aniket is asking that if you are not able to solve problem and see the editorial, does that make us a fraud? Not at all. Okay, not at all. So like one of the ways I learned a lot of advanced topics was ki in my first or second year itself, I started looking at div 1E problems of graphs. Okay, obviously I was not able to solve any problem, but मैंने div 1E सवाल देखा, थोड़ा सोचा, like I spent some time. I went to the editorial and saw कि editorial में क्या किया हुआ है. So in the editorial they said कि suppose like do like for the given graph, construct a block cut tree, do an HLD, and then answer queries via segment tree. तो मैंने एक ही सवाल से segment tree भी सीख लिया, heavy light decomposition भी सीख लिया, and block cut tree भी सीख लिया. ठीक है. तो editorials are in fact a great way to learn new things. So if you are not able to solve a problem, it is completely fine, but go to the editorial and see कि यार क्यों solve नहीं कर पा रहे थे. Like, were you not able to solve because you did not know a topic, या फिर just because you could not come up with a solution? Third, solve problems after the contest. I think this is one of the most important ways to like one of the best ways to improve on almost everything that I've said so far. ठीक है, implementation, problem solving, like this is the most important way to practice, I would say. कि give contest, solve, give contest, solve. Like this will help you learn new topics, improve implementation skills, uh, like improve your problem solving ability, improve your algorithmic knowledge. This is the most important thing. And last, as I've already said, follow blog posts of reputed members of the community. Like there are many people who write very good blog posts. Like during my prime time, I used to write. Uh, like I have written blogs on some interesting topics, like which you can see. So again, like very nice way of getting to know more things. This becomes a lot more important once you reach 5 star or 6 star level, where you know the most of the basics, but you want to learn more advanced stuff. ठीक है, तो दिस बिकम्स अ लॉट मोर इंपॉर्टेंट देयर, क्योंकि बेसिक चीजें पढ़ाने के लिए तुम्हें बहुत लोग मिल जाएंगे, लेकिन एडवांस स्टफ बहुत ही कम लोग ऐसे होते हैं जो एडवांस चीजें, जो सिग्निफिकेंटली एडवांस चीजें ढंग से बता पाए, पढ़ा पाए, या डिस्कस कर सके. तो दिस बिकम्स अ लॉट मोर इम्पोर्टेंट एज you start learning more advanced things. So I see a few questions. So how did you manage college with CP? Manage, तो यार हो जाता है. I think you need to make time. मुझे याद है first semester में my CGPA was I think 9.4. Second semester में I started doing CP very seriously, and my CGPA dropped to like 7.8. And then from third semester onwards I was somewhere around 8.5. तो ठीक है, आई थिंक अप्स एंड डाउन्स विल कम. मेक श्योर दैट यू आर लर्निंग थिंग्स, चाहे वो कॉलेज से भी हो. अगर कॉलेज के अंदर भी यू आर अटेंडिंग लेक्चर्स, तो जस्ट मेक श्योर कि यू आर लर्निंग समथिंग. और अगर लग रहा है कि फायदा नहीं हो रहा तो फिर छोड़ दो. अभी तो स्पेशली आई थिंक थिंग्स आर ऑनलाइन, probably the most easiest way to 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 bunk college. But हाँ, so how did you manage CP and dev? I actually did not do a lot of development in my college. I mostly did CP. Like I started doing serious development during my internships, and after college. But yeah, like during college, I have not done a lot of development. So like that was never my forte during college. ठीक है. ठीक है, तो like one more very important trick या tip I would say कि तो जैसे जैसे you start solving more problems, there will be like you will start getting exposed to new concepts. ठीक है, and it is hard to keep track of all of these new things like that you learn. So maintain a sheet, a Google sheet, an Excel sheet, whatever, and jot down some important or nice problems that you have solved. ठीक है, तो I used to do this regularly, and I think like this has helped me immensely. So like for example, like if you learned a new topic, so like as a rule of thumb, you can think कि suppose if generally you are able to solve problems at a level of div to C, then like whenever you solve a div to E, go and write it in a sheet and write what you learned from it. ठीक है, or even maybe a div1D, div1E. ठीक है, तो basically find problems where on topics that you don't know, solve them, and then write in a sheet ki what you learned from this problem, ताकि you can refer back, like one for revision, and two you can keep track कि किस टाइप के सवाल तुम देख चुके हो और किस टाइप के सवाल तुमने नहीं देखे हैं. ठीक है, तो like maintaining a sheet of these important or nice problems like that you have solved in the past is very useful. So yeah, like very important thing to do: problem name, problem link, and then a description ki why this problem was nice and what you learned from it. ठीक है, तो this will help you, one, keep a track of things. Two, it will also help you like get more clarity in your mind. You will have more clarity कि यार what are the different categories of problems that you have seen, and किस टाइप के सवालों में किस टाइप की ट्रिक्स लगती हैं. ये सब क्लैरिटी आएगी when you spend more time thinking कि तुमने एक सवाल से क्या क्या सीखा. ठीक है, तो डू दिस एक्स्ट्रा एफर्ट। मतलब मैं ये नहीं कह रहा कि अगर तुमने एक कॉन्टेस्ट दिया और कॉन्टेस्ट में अगर 5 सवाल थे एंड इफ यू आर एबल टू सॉल्व 4 आउट ऑफ दोस 5 प्रॉब्लम्स देन डू दिस फॉर ऑल 4 प्रॉब्लम्स। नो, डेफिनेटली नॉट। लेकिन अगर उन 4 में से अगर एक भी सवाल ऐसा था जो तुम्हें इंटरेस्टिंग लगा कि लगा यार कि यार मजा आ गया सवाल सॉल्व करके, या फिर सपोज वो जो फिफ्थ सवाल तुमसे सॉल्व नहीं हुआ, like when you go back and look at the tutorial and then you see ki, oh nice, like there was this nice trick, या फिर there's this nice concept which I learned, then just copy paste that problem number to the link, like to the sheet, keep a track कि तुमने क्या सीखा and then move forward। ठीक है, तो this really helps track your progress for yourself। ठीक है, मतलब ऐसे you know which topics you have done a lot, which topics you have not done a lot, and it will help you to channelize your energy to make sure that you are covering all the topics। ठीक है, so do this, try it out, I'm sure you'll find it helpful। Which college did you do your BTech? I did my BTech from Triple IT Hyderabad। Next question is, do you absolve means we need to look at problems which we solved? No, so absolving means that you need to look at problems that you were not able to solve during a contest। So if there were 5 problems in a contest and you were able to solve 2, then after the contest, go and look at the remaining 3 also। Any tips for ad hoc problems? Yeah, very good question। Constructive problems is definitely one of one of the most interesting class of problems, constructive slash ad hoc। तो यहाँ पे भी I would say कि practice can definitely help, because they are like ad hoc problems or constructive problems के अंदर भी ना there is generally some repetitive structure which is underlying। So like some general construction techniques, like some general proof techniques, which with practice you will see कि you are getting a hold of those techniques। So keep practicing, keep practicing, like that is obviously one suggestion। But apart from that, I completely acknowledge that it is much harder because uh, standard like there's no standard theory to go and read। But yeah, I think practicing and after I think this maintaining a sheet can also be very useful for especially ad hoc problems, क्योंकि if you see an ad hoc problem, you look at it and you write down the solution in the sheet description। Suppose you describe ki what was the construction technique used, then later on, like as this repository starts growing, तो तुम देख सकते हो कि how like what are the different kind of ad hoc problems that you have seen, and you start to notice structure and similarities between problems। ठीक है, and this will help you improve। So I would say कि spend more time on the underlying structure, spend more time thinking कि why you are able to solve it or not solve it, and it should help you like get a hold of these problems। Next question we have is quality versus quantity of problems। Which question should be solved directly, hard to hard or easy to hard? Okay, so definitely quality of problems। ठीक है, quality is much more important than quantity, like there's no doubt in that। You need to focus on quality। मतलब if you keep doing div 2a for the next 3 years, you will not be able to become 5 star। ठीक है, simple as that। So you need to go and attempt hard problems। There is no shortcut to that। So definitely quality। And this is another thing that we try to help you with in in Strategy the Plus courses, because like there are TAs who spend a lot of time filtering out important problems which have which cover the topic in enough depth, so that you are able to look at different kind of tricks within 3 or 4 nice problems on the topic। ठीक है, so because we believe very strongly that the quality of problems you attempt is very important, and it can like which question should be solved directly, is hard or easy to hard। अब यहाँ पे कॉन्टेस्ट में सॉल्व कर रहे हो तो easy to hard कर लो, क्योंकि the time at which you get problems attempted also matters। But of course, like if you have a solution for a div 1d already, or a div 2d, then it is fine to go and implement it before you come to div 2b, क्योंकि like it will likely also fetch you much more points if you get a div 2d accepted at the beginning of the contest। ठीक है, so I'm talking in terms of Codeforces technology, like terminology, but like similar thing is valid for CodeChef also। But while practicing, I would say कि personally for me, it has been very helpful to directly start looking at some hard problems and then look at the tutorials and learn from them. Okay, it has given me a lot of exposure to a lot of different kinds of techniques which are used in hard problems, and I can definitely recommend looking at hard problems first as well when practicing things. Okay, okay, okay. So the next thing that I would like to say is key also try to maintain a repository of important standard algorithms which you have implemented by yourself. Okay, so of course, like look at other people's code, take inspiration from them, but then implement things yourself. And then like you can also save these things in a repository for your own reference. Now, I would say that especially initially and especially during your own practice sessions, try to avoid copy pasting codes even if you have written them before. Try to write the code yourself because it will help you get a better grasp and improve your speed. मतलब अगर तुमने तुमने एक चीज को अगर तुमने 20 बार इम्प्लीमेंट किया हुआ है या 50 बार इम्प्लीमेंट किया हुआ है तो चांसेस आर दैट यू वुड बी एबल टू राइट इट द नेक्स्ट टाइम मच मोर इजीली देन कि अगर तुमने उसे एक बार इम्प्लीमेंट किया है बाकी 50 बार कॉपी पेस्ट किया. ठीक है, लेकिन maintaining this repository is important because one, it helps you track, especially अगर तुमने कुछ complex कुछ कॉम्प्लेक्स एल्गोरिथम इंप्लीमेंट किया या कुछ अच्छा like hard चीज इंप्लीमेंट की. If you have that saved somewhere, if it, like it will help you track कि how you did it, and the next time you need it you can go back and refer to it. And second, I think as you start preparing for ICPC, in ICPC regionals and like maybe also world finals, like basically maybe nahi, like also at world finals, you are not allowed to look at the internet, but you are allowed to take a 25-page notebook with you, which is printed. So you can include all the complex codes in that notebook, and you can decide ki which codes are complex enough for you, which codes are not so complex for you. So if you have done enough implementation yourself, it is likely that you will not worry about including, say, a point update range query segment tree in that notebook, because it is very standard and you have implemented it enough number of times कि you won't need it in the notebook. So because the notebook size is 25 pages, it is rather limited. So इसलिए having this repository helps, and it is also useful for your own like practice benefit also. मतलब अगर कोई ऐसा contest है, suppose कोई code forces contest है and उसमें एक सवाल आ गया जिसमें तुम्हें treeps implement करने हैं, तो it is much easier if you can just copy paste the treeps code and then like modify it and like get accepted rather than coding it like on the fly. Of course, like you can code it on the fly, it is not hard, but yeah, maintain the repository, it will be helpful. ठीक है. So for example, this was my notebook for the world finals. Like my team name was Too Weak Too Slow. Like we were rank 1 in India in all the regionals. So yeah, like this was my notebook for the world finals. And like as I said, you are allowed only 25 pages. So I mean, this is the index, but this is what we used for the regionals and the world finals. Like I can try to go over some of these topics and give you a brief overview if that's interesting. I see we have some questions. Which is best, long contest or giving short contest? Good question. I would say कि both are important. So short contest, of course, much more important because most of the well recognized competitions are in the short contest format. ठीक है, like Facebook Hacker Cup, Google Code Jam, या फिर मतलब ICPC. So all these are short contests. So it is good to practice a lot of short contests and improve your skills of performing well in limited time. But then if you are, say, a working professional, yeah, if say you are less worried about like long contests are useful definitely for people in college who want to improve, because long contests give you a lot more different types of problems. Like there are 10, 12 problems in a long contest, whereas in a short contest there are only 4, 5 problems, and Often there are many hard problems also, like many good hard problems from which you can learn a lot of new theory in long contest. So up solving a long contest can be really helpful because it can help you expose to some of the very interesting and hard and interesting topics. So in that sense, long contest can be important. But yeah, I think you should definitely keep giving short contests. Okay. A to J A to J ladders are good for practice. I've heard that they are good. I haven't used them myself a lot, but yeah, I think they should be a good resource. Like I've heard only good things about A to OJ. So like I'm confident that it would be a good resource. Okay. Another very good question. In a team contest, how should we practice? Three people should think on different problems or on a single problem at a time. Okay. So a very interesting topic in general. I have said this a lot of times. तो ICPC के लिए ना यार मतलब ICPC की practice for team contest is something that मतलब you should do. मतलब यहाँ पे दो तीन चीजें हैं जो तुम्हें ट्रैक रखना चाहिए कि या फिर मतलब ऐसे there are two three things which you should be careful about. First thing, make sure that different people have different expertise. I don't want two people in the same team जहाँ पे दोनों लोगों का स्ट्रॉन्ग टॉपिक ग्राफ्स है एंड वीक टॉपिक डीपी है. ठीक है, अगर ऐसा होगा तो फिर तुम्हारी टीम डीपी में वीक हो जाएगी. तो फॉर एग्जांपल इन माय केस, like in my team, which went to the ACM finals, like all three of us, if you look at us individually, like our individual ratings are not very high, like we're not very high. By very high I mean कि ऐसे मतलब we were not like 2800 or 3000 on like on code forces, like all ऐसे legendary grandmasters on code forces. Like none of us were that highly rated, but as a team during our gym practice sessions we were able to solve some of the very hard problems like during our virtual contest in gym earlier than other folks. Like we were able to get very high ranks in virtual gym contest, uh, because all of us had different areas of expertise. ठीक है, मतलब there were some folks who were very strong in DP and ad hoc problems. Like I was strong, I was strong in graph and data structures problems. So you should be like you should make sure that different people have different expertise. उसका फायदा ये होता है कि the team as a whole is able to solve almost all categories of problems. ठीक है, and during a contest, first use a single computer because that is what you will get in the regionals and world finals. Like only one person should be using the keyboard at a time. The rest two should only be looking at problems and thinking on problems. And definitely read all the problems. It is almost always a bad idea if all three people are working on the same problem. Make sure that if one person is implementing, the other two are working on different problems. It can happen that two people are discussing the same problem, लेकिन all three should never be discussing the same problem. It is almost always a bad sign. Unless of course कि तुमने starting के 6 सवाल solve कर लिए हैं, 7th problem है, 1 घंटा बचा है, and you are not able to come up with a solution. So then all three can sit and brainstorm. But initially, like make sure that different people, क्योंकि once you have a solution, going and implementing it will be easier. So coming up with a solution can be done in parallel. Implementing a solution can be done only once at a time. क्योंकि desktop एक ही होता है. ठीक है, so make sure that different people are working on different problems, and once they have a solution, like they come and implement while the other person goes and thinks on the next problem. ठीक है, so try to use your parallel time. So topics like bit manipulations, you are not able to visualize. I think bit manipulations, so reading and learning topics. So like I would say कि अगर visualize नहीं हो पा रहा तो starting में try to write it down on paper yourself. ठीक है, अगर कोई operation है मतलब x and minus x, try to write down on paper and see what is happening. And once you have done this enough number of times, I'm sure you'll be able to visualize. मतलब I like I to visualize bit manipulations, I think like in my very initial days, all I did was actually make some random 0 1 bits on a paper, see what is happening, if you invert, like if you do a knot, then these bits will get flipped. Like if you do up all, like this will happen, and so on and so forth. So try to use the actual pen and paper, draw some random examples, and then work through it to see कि exactly क्या हो रहा है operation के अंदर. Once you have done it a few times, I'm sure you'll be able to visualize them and get rid of the pen and paper. ठीक है. Where to learn DSA from? Unacademy. Learn from Unacademy, and of course like many other good resources online. Like follow like folks who are like highly rated and are, say, creating some good videos on YouTube. Follow NPTEL. Like there was a question I think I saw in between. NPTEL is a good resource. I have used it myself. Like there are lectures of some very nice prof. Like for example, like Naveen Garg. I can say like Naveen Garg's lectures on data structures. Like they are very good. I learned graphs using Naveen Garg's YouTube videos and lectures. Uh, so yeah, Naveen Garg. I have written in chat, like amazing prof, IIT Delhi. He has a lecture series on YouTube. So yeah, matlab, as a rule of thumb, I would say कि make sure you first see कि who is the person who is teaching. If you feel confident that he has a strong background, then go and dive into whatever they are teaching. ठीक है? Max number of teams from a college. I think there are some restrictions on that. I haven't followed the exact rules more recently, but I think unless you are from like unless you are from college which has a very strong culture, mostly it should not be an issue. Uh, these slides will be available after the lecture. Like you can download them if you want to. Next session time. The next session will start immediately after this session. So in another 10 minutes, we will start the next session on another link. So yeah, please do join it. And वहाँ पे we will actually be discussing some interesting problems and also look at some code pieces. ठीक है. As a new learner, how much time should I spend on a particular topic? As much time as you need to feel comfortable. ठीक है. ऐसे मतलब I am like even after 3-4 years of practice, it could happen that you need to go back and look at a particular topic again. So मतलब I don't think you should categorize कि चलो यार 5 घंटे हो गए ग्राफ्स पे तो हो गया ग्राफ्स खत्म. ऐसे नहीं होता. मतलब focus on problems, not on number of hours, like not on number of days, how much time. Like don't focus too much on these indicators. Focus more on कि क्या टॉपिक है, क्या सवाल है, टॉपिक आता है कि नहीं आता. ठीक है, थिंग्स लाइक दैट. ठीक है. Okay, so let's move forward. Like we have covered these things to improve your algorithmic knowledge. ठीक है. So we have covered the first two. Next is the solid exam skills. Let's quickly go over that as well. Sorry, I think it got disconnected. Like, can people hear me fine? Like, I think there was some issue on my end. ठीक है. So can't stress this. Like, I can't stress this enough. ठीक है. Give contests. Go and give contests. There is no shortcut. I've said this before. खाली वीडियो देखने से नहीं होगा. You need to go and solve problems. ठीक है. तो to be able to do it in a good way, Codeforces पे there's a feature called virtual contest. If you haven't explored it already, you can simulate a past contest so that it looks as if you are giving the contest live. Use it. It is very useful. There's also a Codeforces gym, which is very good. On Codeforces gym, you can also create a group and add contests on that group. Use that feature. For ICPC practice, you can add your team members to the same group in Codeforces gym and then give contests there. ठीक है. So give team contests, give individual virtual contests, and yeah, just participate in contest. It is very important. ठीक है. अब contest के बीच में बहुत बार ऐसा होता है कि we get stuck on an easy problem, and because of that, मतलब we get demotivated, मतलब we don't, मतलब we feel low, we are not like we are not able to proceed to the next problem. So all these things मतलब एक बहुत ही ज़्यादा mental hit हो जाता है once you get stuck on a problem, and especially if it's a easier problem. This has happened with me multiple times. It happens with everybody. हमारे साथ regionals में हुआ था ये. Like we had solved two of the hardest problems, but we were not able to solve like a comparatively easier problem. It happens all the time. But अगर ऐसा हो रहा है, be conscious about it. Like recognize कि ठीक है यार, I think I'm getting stuck. Let me leave this and move forward. अगर प्रॉब्लम में नहीं हुआ, it does not mean कि प्रॉब्लम बी भी नहीं होगा. ठीक है? So stay conscious about it and move on to the next problem and revisit later on if time allows. ठीक है? And like another very important thing, especially for ICPC, read all the problems. सारे सवाल देखो. हो सकता है कि प्रॉब्लम ए और बी नहीं होता लेकिन सी हो जाए. हो सकता है कि मतलब especially in ICPC, it can happen that some easier problems are not happening, but somehow you have to do some hard problems. ठीक है? And this becomes especially more important once you develop an expertise in certain topics. अगर तुम्हारे कुछ topics में you are very strong, it can happen that some harder problems are from these topics. So have faith and read all the problems. ठीक है? Another mistake which a lot of people do कि खाली फर्स्ट सवाल देखा, उस पे स्टक हो गए, खत्म, कॉन्टेक्स्ट निकल गया, आगे के सवाल पढ़े ही नहीं, एंड देन बाद में देखा कि हॉट शिट, थर्ड सवाल इजी था, ये हो सकता था. ठीक है? एंड लाइक लास्ट एंड द मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट कि हैव फेथ. भरोसा रखो कि तुम सवाल सॉल्व कर सकते हो. ठीक है? भरोसा रखो कि यू कैन सॉल्व द प्रॉब्लम. फोकस ओनली ऑन द प्रॉब्लम. कॉन्टेस्ट के बीच में रैंक लिस्ट रिफ्रेश करते रहना या फिर ओ इतने लोगों ने कर लिया, 1000 लोगों ने कर लिया, मतलब उसके बाद ही मेरे से नहीं हो रहा. लाइक डू नॉट डू दिस. दिस इज हार्ड. इट हैपेंस ऑल द टाइम विद एवरीबॉडी, लेकिन बी कॉन्शियस कि डोंट डू दिस. ठीक है? वी हैव यूज्ड दिस टेक्निक इन रीजनल्स, इन वर्ल्ड फाइनल्स. मतलब हमने रीजनल्स में रैंक लिस्ट खोली ही नहीं स्टार्टिंग में 3 घंटा, एंड लास्ट में देखा कि वी हैव बीन रैंक 1 फॉर द पास्ट 1 आवर. ठीक है? तो फोकस ऑन द प्रॉब्लम, नॉट ऑन एवरीथिंग एल्स अराउंड द प्रॉब्लम. ठीक है? सिर्फ फोकस करो कि सवाल क्या है, सवाल क्या चीज कह रहा है, हाउ डू आई अप्रोच इट, ओनली दैट. ठीक है? वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. ठीक है? यहाँ पे भी वी हैव डिस्कस्ड ऑल these different things, and yeah, I think that's all. So as I said, these three will usually be enough. Don't worry too much about this, and you should be in a good position to become a 5-star or 6-star programmer already.